All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another day of CS. I was not here earlier in the day, but uh, I am now here with Crackshot, who has his mic held down.
Do I? What the heck do I?
There we go. Yes, there you're good. You're
I
good.
don't know why I was stuck like that. I didn't have my mouse thing on. That's weird.
All good. It's a lovely Valentine's Day Wednesday. It's Hump Day, no pun intended. And Valentine's Day is actually the day you actually appreciate those loved ones. Doesn't have to be your girlfriend, it could be your mother, your dad, or close friends. So guys, thank you for joining us. Got an interesting game. I actually know both sides. It's gonna be Georgia State versus Ontario Tech.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a pretty good game. I mean, of the games that we've casted so far, it seems like there's always been kind of a clear favorite, but this one doesn't really seem like it has that vibe to me. I think either team could take this.
Um, I want to say I don't know the form of Ontario Tech, but knowing the Sapphire and Disfigured, they should be okay. But Georgia State is I heard they've been doing okay.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of one of those schools that's out on the fringe. Maybe not really top 16 even, but I'd say maybe top 20. Able to compete in certain maps if they're able to execute properly. I mean, anything can happen in these best of ones, so I wouldn't count them out of any map. And they do have some solid wins. Georgia Southern, RIP, but they Georgia Tech as well. They beat Toronto in the spring,
They
who were
took 10
supposed to be pretty
rounds
good.
off of UCF, was
Yeah,
pretty big for
that
Georgia
as well.
State. So that's one of the things that stand out for me. Maybe UCF was completely different in the fall, but we obviously, UCF is a pretty renowned force now in spring. But coming into this, Georgia State does have two uh, fall forfeit wins. And that's gonna be against Trine Thunder and CPAC. No idea who that is, but they did lose to Boulder,
I think
which
it's
is
like Champagne. No, maybe not. I don't know. I thought I knew.
interesting. But let's talk about Georgia State. Obviously looking all right. They do have a loss against two crazy schools. And another school, I believe, was a close game.
Yes.
But
Um.
they were tested against UCF and Boulder. That's enough said, right?
Yeah, of course.
But who are the player to watch for Georgia State?
Georgia State. Probably we'll just go ahead with Fredo Bandito because of his name. I'm pretty sure that honestly, I don't really know if they have any kind of standout players. It seems like they're one of those teams that really has a really equal frag share, I guess. At the end of every game, it doesn't like I'm looking at the stats. It doesn't seem like there's anybody super out in front.
I think the biggest one is that they won against U of T for me. And it's a 16-12. And standing out is going to be Schwant and Mochilla. And Frito Bandito
Yeah.
is up there as well, but the two that still in this match against Toronto,
Oh, Swan. Yeah, I didn't even notice
which is
Swan.
against
Swan plays in
VSA.
Swarmio tournaments all the time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, they played against VSA, Felix Denya, and Toxify and Flame. I know all those guys.
Yep.
Um, VSA is, he's on Ghost for God's sakes, and they lost to Georgia State, so it's interesting. And we will look forward to Swain and Mochilla, and I think it's Tanharu. Well, yeah,
Yeah, I recognize that name.
yeah. And going to the other side, Ontario Tech. What can you tell me
Yeah.
about these guys?
I mean, we know these guys a little bit better just from the region wise. Obviously, they played with against you guys in the fall. St. Clair, they were able to find a win there, and they did take a loss to BC, which is kind of expected. But in the spring, they have they have wins over Arlington and Trine, losses to Toronto, Colorado, kind of expected. I mean, one of those schools that has a lot of talent. You know, Dank Nasty. I believe Shelby's on this team as well as that disfigured, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
mistaken.
Yep.
Um, a lot of guys who individually shine, but I think we had concerns in the fall about their, I guess, strategic outlook on the game and whether they were going to be able to bring that element against better schools. According to the spring, I don't know if they really have been able to, as they did take losses to Toronto and Colorado, but I guess winning against Arlington and Trine is good in itself. So I don't know. Ontario Tech, one of those schools again, maybe probably top 20, not really top 16, top 10 even.
This will be Terry Tech. I would say would be in the same books of my boys. I'm not sure if Ontario Tech has improved, but they do have a roster change, and my dear friend Sapphire, she is on the roster. Huge aimer, but the brain is not there. We'll see if I'm throwing those jabs. I know her very well, and we'll see if she can play this out. But looking into
She's
the
making
server,
waves in the female scene, right?
yes, they did. I think they lost to CLG Red 16-10, but
Ooh.
they got knocked out in that qualifier to go to China. But regardless, going back to this though, both schools are 7-3, guys, just so you guys know, and this will be kind of the test for both sides to see what kind of caliber we're going to see towards playoffs. And speaking of playoffs, every match counts, and both these schools are in the how do you say, slippery slope.
Yeah.
Take this loss, it will definitely hurt your playoffs. Going into this.
Yeah, Georgia State at 3-1 can probably, I guess, just by one game they can survive a loss here. But Ontario Tech, it is, you're right, almost probably a must win in their situation, given the caliber of team that they are and who they'll have to, duke out in the standings to get past. They can't really afford to be dropping a game to a school that is arguably probably one that they might be able to beat.
Yeah, and Ontario Tech does have a pretty big gaming culture. They have land more compared to our no man's land. By the way, Zach.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't want to mention it, because
yeah, it's all right.
No Man's Land is sweet, forever.
Yeah, there you go. But guys, just doubling check. We're gonna doubling check, double checking. We are missing 2 players, but until then, we're gonna go to a quick break, put some music on, and I hope you all have been having a nice Valentine's Day, of course, with your loved ones. Mine's still going. And yeah, don't go away, guys. We'll get this match up and grab a snack, a beverage, and we'll see these 2 schools duke it out. It's gonna be Georgia State versus Ontario Tech. Alright, looks like we're ready. Knife round's about to go down, and Zach, I see a Bowie, I see 2 M9 Bayonets on the Ontario Tech side.
Yeah.
We got Karambit, Butterfly Knife, and I think Georgia State's gonna win this.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, they got that really nice butterfly, crimson web, swan's hands there. That's a kind of fire and ice style thing. Scrub Wreckers got here, and yep, as we predicted.
It's funny how that works out. But guys, it's gonna be on Mirage. It is the new Dust 2, in my opinion. I always say this.
Yeah, I said this earlier today as well when 7 o'clock or the 4 p.m. Pacific time cast. Yeah, I think it's still marginally CT sided, but it's like that margin's got so much slimmer in recent days because of how much this map is played and how the Terra side meta has been developed.
Yes, indeed, and let's see how this works out for both teams. And with Georgia State winning the knife, they will choose the CT side, I believe. Yep. And just waiting on one player to ready up. So Mirage overplayed as ever. I don't expect a change on this map for quite some time, maybe years to come.
It's pretty good. It's good. I think it plays out well. I think that at the end of the day, it's like the team that has the better aim, the better strategy does end up winning most of the time. So that's kind of like it.
And going into this map, Zach, it's pretty standard. It's very common to see the A execute being known. I guess the B execute as well, but there's different ways to smoke off certain things in sight. And
yeah,
of course, mid control is what is essentially needed. But unless your executes are good and your aim is good, I guess, where you have entry fraggers who are gods.
Yeah, we saw Boston earlier. They decided not to go for mid control for like 10 rounds in a row, and they lost 10 rounds in a row. Oh, so I mean, it's yeah. They were playing like the widest default I've ever seen. It literally, like, look at the map right now. They could draw a C in with their default between apps, T spawn, and ramp.
For the terrace, like a backward C.
Yeah, no, like an actual C. Like start in apartments and then draw a C down spawn and then in through palace.
No.
Yeah, that's not a good default.
No, you're literally running through the path of whoa. There could be a CT here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. There's Maza Peraza pretty much went off for his side there, and I mean he was able to move himself around the map so much because they weren't able to even take mid control once. Like they were playing 2 in mid, one. They were doing that setup where they were like one watches top mid, one watches underpass from like close top mid. And they were just getting to do it for free every single round. So, I mean, hopefully UOIT doesn't make the same mistake.
Yep. Looking for the basics, guys. What we do talk about is the basics in this map. Nothing really crazy.
Yeah, the teams that keep it simple win.
Yeah. You don't really need anything crazy, but your default on T side does need to exist. Because sometimes the CTs go wacky to backy, run up middle, or gain control somewhere, which is very smart.
Jump underpass, push palace. Like there's lots of little creative plays that you can do as a CT to try to get a jump on a terrorist side. But as the terrorist side goes equally as fast to those choke points, I think they have the advantage anyway. You just kind of make sure you don't get caught sleeping.
Yep. Hopefully staying and ready up here. I guess Sapphire's not playing.
Bench Kazbrain?
Could be. It does say she's away. I asked her, it's like, oh, the stream your game. Any thoughts for the stream? Anything? Nope. No answer. That's okay.
I'm pretty sure Frito Bandito has some thoughts. I think he was saying something about they're pretty confident with how they've been playing. They do think that they should have beat Boulder.
Yeah.
I believe it was a pretty close game. So obviously a lot of confidence coming out from Georgia State. It's good to carry yourself with swagger though in Counter-Strike. You gotta. It starts with thinking that you're better than the other team. That often happens. You know, it's like I'd say even 80% of the game is played in your head. Other 20% is like mechanical skill and strategy.
It's like, how do you get the repercussions once you make a mistake? Or once you lose a round, how do you follow up, right? One of those things. Those mentality plays like, oh no, we're screwed. They eat go dust, right?
Oh, this game plays with your head more than like most esports, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. But I guess there it is. I was gonna say, I was just about to turn on the jams, but
Yeah, you better apologize, Stain.
yeah, he did apologize. Had to pee. It happens. Stay hydrated.
Well, he must be really hydrated for taking that long.
But anyways, Georgia State University on the CT side, and it's gonna be Frito Bandito, Scrub Wrecker, Mochilla, Thon Haru, and Swan. And on the T side is gonna be Ontario Tech. That's gonna consist of Ontario Tech. Sorry, University of Ontario Information Technology and Durham College. That's gonna be Dank Nasty, Jag, Bliss, Disfigured, and Stain. And they're gonna go for B Execute. And oh my god, starts off nice as Ton goes down.
Swan and Window trying to find something, but these terrorists have already made their way up connector. They're going to take him out for free. Dank Nasty finds a second one, and he's going to put himself in a good position here as Jag's looking to take one out. CT Bomb does go down, and he's going to find one. And Dito finds a trade, but is it enough?
Yeah, a little fiesta towards CT, but Frito's going to go down. And essentially, Dank Nasty has found 3 kills, but 2 of those were free, in my opinion. Very
running
free.
underpass there, he just like
and the
didn't
guy
even
window.
stop. He did not stop.
So Georgia State just needing to wake up as Ontario Tech just speed run right now.
I mean, you might as well. On your pistol, you got to go for something. You can go fast, or you can kind of try to go for a more illegal setup. Ooh, Disfigured with a nice kill there onto the scouting Mokilla. Ooh, Swan's gonna hit one, but be enough to take out Dank Nasty. He is the one of the players with an AK though, so it could play into late round here.
Oh my god, Scrub Wrecker has taken the head of Dank Nasty. Followed by another kill from Frito Bandito, but Jag able to find Swan. And another 1D. Can we get a third? It doesn't matter, that counts. Can he get a fourth though? Nope, Disfigured. Now, the last player, the 1v2, wants to check this. Yeah, he saw it. It's gonna be okay. Now Frito Bandito, this could be huge. 13 HP. If he can pull this off.
Bomb's top mid.
Yep. Oh my god, but does he go back to B though, Zach? That's the question.
Frito Bandito's in a bit of a rough spot here, and it's kind of unfortunate that Scrub Wrecker decided to peek the cat player like that again with the Deeg, but I can respect the man going for a clip, so you know, I'll take it. It's fine. They're doing really, really good damage on this eco. It shouldn't even be this close. They had 2 AKs at the start of this round.
So he's stampeding. But the thing is, did you hear that? Is that the question? He's playing for Cat.
Hello?
Has an AK. He's a Cat. Frito's taking so long. What is going on?
I'm confused.
If it works, it works. But we're gonna stick on Frito Bandito.
Oh, Disfigured. Oh, he's gonna hear this. Yeah.
Oh, so smart. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I feel like this would have been completely different.
Yeah,
it's so tough.
So bad. It sucks so bad that Scrub Wrecker decided to peek that last player with the Deeg. I mean, in the heat of the moment when you're hitting 3-1 Deegs like that in a round, I think you're gonna go for the last one. But at the same time, all he has to do is stay alive there. They have a 3-on-1.
Yeah, and the guy inside as well, it's like, huh, do I stay or?
Yeah, he should have got off the box.
What? Opening up, Franks through the gate. Just upgraded pistols. And Disfigured is confused. But he's gotten some entry kills, and Jag's gonna go down for 3. And Stain's gonna find another. And there we go. On top of that, eco round, $800 across the board for that bomb plant. U of IT in Durham College looking pretty healthy.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good early in this one. Wasn't really expecting this start from them, but they're rolling now, and this gun round's going to be the test. I like the Glist and Stain are going to go for a bonus. Oh, well, one of them's going for a bonus round. No kits, though. No kits on the CT side, note that. And no head armor on 2 of the players. This Mac 10 could get effective.
Ooh, figured. Oh, Swan's going to shut that down. That's a free upgrade from Mr. Stain if he chooses to, but Mochilla close by towards connector, and he's going to read this correctly. And he's going to spawn it, but not actually kill the player. Stain's going to live with 34 HP, and he actually spawns a Palace player as well. And he continues to assume control.
Stain still drawing some distraction towards mid, but his teammates are so separated from him. One in ramp, one in apps. I don't doubt that they can group at this point effectively, but they'll have to try to do some damage at least. Yeah, that was about
So this gun round looking pretty good for Georgia State. And attack on A. Molotov should give it away, as these guys are committed. Now 45 seconds. Mochilla, first contact to swap this out, but he actually gets straight off from the Tetris player. But Frito Bandito has something to say from downtown, and now 35 seconds. Two Terrors up against 4 CTs, make it equalize down. Oh my god.
Dank Dynasty with some real great shots there, and Glist following up one more. He's got his back, and all of a sudden, this round brought right back into the hands of the UOIT. Bandito up CT, Glist gets the kill, and how does that happen?
Not exactly post-plant position, not exactly a retake. He just got peeked, I guess, and
yeah, Dank Dynasty hitting multiple shots there. Just crossing into the, like, he was in such a dangerous spot. He was right at that spot where you're crossing between the side of stairs and triple. It's like the most dangerous spot you can be on A, because that's the most angles that you have to cover, and he hits shot into connector, shot into jungle, like, makes it look easy.
Yep, and now another equal, and a nice dink onto Jack. Try to press towards C ramp, and it's not gonna happen. Disfigured has something to say about that, and now Scrub Wrecker and Tunharu. Pretty sure this guy's Vietnamese. I'm reading it in my accent, but I'm just gonna call him Haru now. Oh my god. Good night, sweet prince. And now to Scrub Wrecker.
Scrub Wrecker has made some noise, and Dank Dynasty gonna silence him. It's looking really, really great for UOIT to start here. Wasn't expecting this at all actually, but Dank Dynasty and
after 3 gun rounds,
leading the way.
After 3 gun rounds, I'd say, like, okay, alright, UOIT just got this in the bag, but this is a second. This is double op, so expensive, and both these offers have 2 kills apiece. So let's see what happens. And there it is. Mo's gonna find Glist, as is somewhat of a default being established here by Durham College. Ontario Tech.
Stain looking for something towards B site, but not going to be obliged. Tunharu playing once again very, very passively in the B site, as he likes to.
Oh, GSU just missing every utility when I watch.
It's just that B site.
It's a curse. Oh my god, Jag. Spots a little, you know, I guess, hedgehog. And
what?
Oh my god.
That was fully through smoke.
Yeah, interesting. But I think it's just like so textbook, right? It's like so common.
Yeah.
The reaction.
Somebody's gonna peek that.
Yeah.
That's what Sabrosa said too.
Everyone knows Sabrosa didn't cheat.
It's not too soon anymore. Come on.
Yeah, it's definitely not. Ah, it's low. But Tunharu gets to check window. And now Scrub Wrecker at a quick angle, but he's looking at the wall like a depressed cat. So he's gonna pay the price. 6-0 for UOIT and Durham College. And now another lovely upgraded pistol buy for Georgia State University.
I'm surprised they haven't taken attack here. This is kind of tack territory, I think, as we call it. And
yeah, the 7-0. It's like
it's starting to get out of hand.
You do it now, then you play it out the pistol and keep talking about it. But yeah. Ooh, nice dink. But Jack has always, this is the second time he's been dinked down to 15, 16 HP. And I guess it doesn't matter.
UOIT plays this aggressive style so well. They're just playing towards mid. They have A control. Now the communication comes in, and it's not even 30 seconds into the round. They have full control of the site. They flushed out all the positions. I mean, it's slightly puggy, but at the same time, they're doing it like it's like a tactical pug almost, the way that they're taking that control together.
It's like one of those things, right? Okay, Bliss, nice play. Swain should get the kill. Okay. And followed by TK. Okay, you know what? I'll talk about this later. But bombs down. Should be a savior for Swan. Actually, oh, this is
JK.
doable. Okay, JK indeed. Gonna stick on the disfigured. He's clutched before. Can he do it again?
He's got an op, so he's gonna have to hit something here. Tenharu going across. He's gonna smoke off bombs. Could be bad. And Swan gonna silence
Oh.
disfigured.
My God.
Not like this.
Really? Oh. Oh. And he's good. An eco. Followed by a defuse. Followed by 2 guns. Into
It
the
happened
next
so
round.
fast. I didn't even really realize what happened. Like all of a sudden, Swan's finding kills, and
Yep.
Tenharu finds one, and
And that 1 kill he got was the first kill he got. So I guess it. And he defused the bomb.
yeah, he's on the board now for his team, and now he's got to build on that. You can't let yourself get in the hole.
But going back to what I was saying, Puggy playstyle-ish. But it's one of those things, right? If a T-side team on Mirage can do this, it's like a confidence play as well. Like these guys are just pummeling through. Okay, once they get stopped, like, okay, let's rethink this. But they're not. And they just got ecoed now, so let's see how bad it hurts U of IT. Because this game is still on. What's going on? Swan just goes out for free. He carried the previous round. It's equalized out. Mochilla chimes in. And now we're on a default in place.
Tenharu looking for one in sight. Once again, spotting from sight. He does like this really passive play on B, and I think he's doing it really well, actually. He mentioned he only had 1 kill on the board, and that's kind of tough because UOIT hasn't really selected the B side as their destination of choice quite a lot in this half so far. So Stain's going to be enough to draw 2 here. Dang Dynasty going to be cutting off 1 and Market, and Frito's going to go there.
Second too late to check that. Now, Tenharu.
What? That's so awkward. It's the bomb and spawn.
Oh God, I did not see that. I was watching the B site.
Mochilla was in spawn, and they both had their knives out. It was one of those situations where they're running at each other with their knives, and who can pull out their gun first. I believe Gliss was on the op, so...
no. Peekaboo? I see you. And he's gonna run away. That's all he needs to do.
14 seconds. All he has to do is survive, but he's being chased down very, very fast by Dang
Turn around!
So run. Just run.
Oh,
Stop
oh
reloading,
my
run.
God! No way! This Dank Dynasty, there's no. Oh my God! The right play, in my opinion, for Dank Dynasty, but like, oh my God, it's been a while since I've been that nervous around.
It was so close. Even 1 more second goes by there before that kill happens, and Dank Dynasty's gonna get no money for that. But at the same time, he has over 10k, so you're right. It was the right play for him to try to chase down that kill and try to win the round for his team. I don't know why Mochilla didn't keep running. He could have made it out Palace and like got under or went to Firebox or something.
Zach, if Ontario Tech understand their mistakes, they're pretty heated right now. I'd be tilted right now.
Yeah.
But out they go. Same old, but oh my God, the follow-up from this figure gets taken up by Frito Bandito through the smoke, and we're equalized out. The Optimum Swan should get this kill, and there it goes. A nice headshot. But now we're back into that awkward situation. A 3v3, now a 3v2. A Stain with the op. But honestly, if Ontario Tech loses this, I'd be so tilted right now. It's like, okay, the past 2 rounds we lost. Okay, let's dock them off, but come on, that should have been ours. But now this round,
Yeah. Both of the rounds too. So it's like
Yeah.
2 in a row.
exactly, and let's see how this plays out. Stain and Glist, lots of time to finesse this as they want to make their way towards connector. And Frito Bandito, oh my God, he doesn't even see it. He's gonna hear the scope.
Peek it. Come on, do it. Yeah, he did it.
Oh my God, the X-ray, like if that player didn't scope, he's completely covered. Like the timing is insane.
Yeah. That was just a little bit awkward there, and Swan hitting some really nice op shots. So, I mean, other than Tenharu here, 7 kills apiece for a couple of players here on Georgia State, and all of a sudden they're right back in this half, as you said. This is going to be a mental thing for UOIT, as you see Gliss now forcing up with his squad and going to just go with the scout armor, try to do some damage if you can.
I guess GSU Top 3 rocking 777. Mo Chill trying to gain some more kills. Jank runs out like a raptor, and he actually trades out 2 before Scrub gets him down and a refrag to put the man advantage into Ontario Tech. Now the oh my god, the timing! Oh my god, I think both schools are going to learn how CSGO is all about timing. Getting CSGO in general.
Swan's all falling off of A. He knows that this B site is open for business. And oh, he didn't take the bomb down.
Doesn't matter. He gets more. And now Dank Dynasty in a 1v2 in the off. Oh my god. These are so many accidentals, Zach.
Yeah, this is
so many accidentals.
This game has devolved into complete chaos right now. it's just
what is God's name?
It's like this was like it started as a boxing match and now it's a bar fight.
Ontario Tech right now, they're like, oh, maybe we should play aggressive. Oh my god, like what's happening right now?
God, you love using that so much.
Yes,
you
I
like
do.
speaking into my soul.
And they are on a save. It is a upgraded pistol buy for Ontario Tech. And looking at the setup, an aggressive play from Mo Chilla. He's out to farm, and actually GSU understand the position that the school's in. But Stampede out towards A side. Frito Bandito gonna be first contact. Hello! And he actually goes down. Scrub Record's gonna find 1 kill, looking for more. He's gonna find a second. Swan's gonna find another. And it's Spaghetti into the site. Bomb. Yes, he did, through the smoke. And Dank Dynasty all by himself for a sandwich as he gets sandwiched by 2 players. So 5-6 as Georgia State find 5 rounds in a row. And we have cursed Ontario Tech.
Yeah, that was actually, I mean, I don't want to downplay it too much, but like that shot from Swan there to take down the bomb planter is actually huge, because you see, I mean, obviously they have enough to buy here, but they could have had a buffer that would have meant if they didn't lose this round, they would have not been broke. And now it's like Georgia State's got a real big chance to win this round and just take the half over.
Yeah, this is... I'd be so tilted right now if I was Ontario Tech. I even as a coach, if I was a guy right behind him or something, I'd be so upset.
They're sitting there grabbing the table like, why is my chair rolling away?
But mid control trying to be established here as it smoked off most of the oh my god, Swan. An aggressive play, but definitely not. Bliss gonna find a trade-off towards Connector. Now towards Balancing. Dynasty catches a wild Frito Bandito. Not looking good as the bomb hasn't moved anywhere, and this rotate coming through as they are convinced that it's going to be A.
Yeah, they seem really stuck on this right now, and Stain still trying to clear this B site, even though there's nobody here.
Yeah, and what is going on, Zach?
I don't know why they're still committing to A site. Stain is somehow out B right now. You can't analyze this.
It's kind of like, why is he up B, in my opinion. But now, like, look, there's 2 awkward 1v1s that we're about to play out. Now, Swan, sorry, all the way towards B site. Now, Tonharu, on the other hand, needs to be patient.
He's gonna hear this plan, so Swan's gonna come running back to assist his teammate. Gliss is gonna catch a glimpse here of Tonharu and CT. Swan gonna come double up with him as a result. Gliss finds the first headshot. Swan needs to find a trade, and he will. A nice instant shot there, picking up the AK, swinging wide. He's gonna. Did you see him?
He's got a Molotov though. Should read this quite well, but it's not. Oh, I think that's not gonna touch Stain. No, he's good. That's so unfortunate. But the smoke's down, and he thinks he's defusing. Oh my god!
What a spray
automatic.
transfer.
Yep. Stain. Now the rounds are getting even closer. This is what's getting really awkward.
Yeah, now their money is going to be kind of a little weird on both teams. They're going to have to drop for each other, and hopefully somebody's got enough money to do so. Obviously, it's going to hurt the economy of Georgia State to lose that round after rounds have you right. They have been very close. Frito Bandito just going to be relegated to a P250, but they will have the op on Swan, and that's been enough for them in many rounds so far.
With Frito Bandito trying to find something towards Palace, and if you say so with that off, and needs to chime in. Swan, and now, oh my god, the instant trade-off actually scared me. And this is a full save for Ton here.
They're not gonna let him have it though. Once again, they left the bomb in top mid, and UITs actually should have been punished more for doing this so far in this half. But Tonharu could actually run back and find him. He's gonna hear this player at least in top mid, and probably just gonna let him be. He needs to save.
Let's see how he does that. Oh, his bottle's covered in blood. He did get Gush in the face, I guess. Oh god, 19 HP. AK in his grasp. Can't he save this gun? But looking at how these rounds have been going off here, even that last round, like, it's like down to the wire, and trades happen actually quite fast.
Yeah, everything just is happening quickly between these squads right now, and as I said before, this game is very even. It's not, one side doesn't jump out ahead of the other side too hard in this one at all.
Like, some of the trades that are happening are kind of nailed by in this game.
They know where he is. Jag low as well, though. Doesn't want to drop this off. He should be able to survive this just barely, and he will. I don't think they buy behind this, though. I think they're going to have to just save and go for broke into that last round.
Yeah, now 5-8. Second last round of this first half. As Ontario Tech, they're pretty healthy on, getting 8 rounds on the T side, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good half, but I mean, obviously their thoughts. Mine's going to go back to the fact that it could have been way better, right?
Yes, indeed. This could probably potentially be like a 13-2 half or something.
Yeah, it could have been. I was going to say something like 11-4 maybe.
Oh, flashbang, 3 players low. Actually blind, but 1 player low, and that failed completely.
That was a huge whiffer. He just panicked so hard. He saw 3 guys. He's like, oh my god, I got something so quick, and he just didn't aim. He didn't consider for a second that all 3 of them were very, very blind.
Wait, where does AK go?
It's gone 1, 2, bada boom.
Oh, interesting. Rito able to find 2 kills. Swan now should be able to get some nice exits potentially. Oh, only he had a kid. Oh my god, good night. Oh, Swan looking real good.
He's done so much damage. I think he knows this guy's here too.
And 13-0.
That's awkward, bud.
That is really awkward. So now the last round. Ontario Tech probably going to be scratching their heads a little bit. But they got to keep it consistent. They're attacking. They're not really changing much. But on the Golden State side, they are struggling. Oh my god. The aggressive play towards the middle. Modilla first contact and he sprays down with the flashbang. Gonna ruin his aim, and Scrubwrecker unable to help him out, but Swan's gonna find the trade-off. But the op on staying towards the A site, will he find a player? Out towards Palace. The attack actually happens right away. No CT smoke. And they just straight fight this. And I've talked about this before, Zach. They just run out dry. The CTs don't get any sound cues, no cues of these smokes that they're attacking, and they're popped out. Just watching.
I mean, yeah, if it's chaos for everybody, Tonharu finding a pair needs to go big here, but not be able to clutching it out. As you're saying there, though, it's, if the rounds are going to devolve into chaos, and UOIT wants that to happen, I mean, they have the advantage, do they not?
Yes, indeed. 10 rounds on the T side. But we saw this at Lane TS, and I think it was Miss Harvey's team that was doing this. They would run out on T side on Mirage, no smokes, just a molly towards I think jungle.
Yeah, they just throw like a singular molly or a couple nades as they run
everything. They just guns out blazing.
Well, Kath is probably the best aimer in female CS.
Oh yes.
and to have, you know, Miss Harvey, one of the most renowned female gamers, Calypso playing at Northern Arena, Maxi playing at Northern Arena, like this, that was a solid lineup. And I mean, well, I'm a little sad for our Swarmio boys. They're a deserving victor as well.
Indeed, and we're starting to see, I mean, I would definitely not want the meta to be like that. Like, okay, no one's throwing smokes out to execute, they straight fight you. Now it's just like, how do you hold it against the CT? And look at this, Swant, the Deagle. Not even exactly a spam, but a consistent spray in a sense of the Deagle, which led to that kill, where Disfigure just didn't move. Just 50 caliber pistol. No, it hurts.
It is kind of like a mini off on around like this kill up connector, trying to mimic what UOIT did to them. It's gonna find one with the burst.
Another awkward pistol, in my opinion. Oh my god.
What a name.
Interesting. So GSU, they did lose the first pistol, but they find the second pistol, which has now put this game in a 9-10 kind of situation. Unless Ontario Tech choose to force up, which is Jag's doing. And Glist has an idea as well. But Deagles across the board for UOIT.
Yeah, that means they probably won't have an op on this gun round, first gun round of the half. Oh, Jag almost got caught out. Jordan State trying to mirror the offense they experienced previously, running straight at mid, finding a couple frags as well. And that's going to probably be the end of the round.
I actually like this from GSU, but they literally hold right there together. The AK doing all the work. And they go towards the last player, and Talon's gonna actually clean them up. With 7-10.
Yeah, and this, we got a game on our hands, I think. They should have a easy enough round here. Glist may have enough to go for some kind of glass cannon play, but I don't know. The op seems really important to me on CT side.
Oh yes, it definitely is. But pretty much full eco. P250 for Stain, but what these guys do is Disfigure getting slaughtered towards window. And a smoke and a Molotov, miscommunication for GSU. Love to see it. And Swant just farming up. Now Stain towards the bench. Spot one player, but oh, he takes him down actually. Frito Bandito gonna find the trade-off, but dang, Dynasty will find a kill as well. They need to clear the site. What is everybody doing?
There's one flanking player remaining, and that's going to be Jag. Not really going to be able to do much here, though. Don't think. Frito Bandito going to find it. And recover an AK. So now this is the test right here. UOIT. I mean, if they lose this gun round, all of a sudden this game's tied. And when at one point it could have been, you know, 7-8 nothing.
Yeah. And, oh my God. Yeah. Ooh, is that
Gotta be a lot of nerves.
Glass cannon by.
Yep, that's what I figured they were gonna try to go for.
Looking like a split here towards the A site. Look at these players trying to get through that smoke, but they choose to fight when the which is a big mistake. Trade does happen, but look at this A site blasted wide open. It's gonna be Glist, who's got no Kevlar, holding off towards CT.
That seemed like really bad comms to me for Jag to be in that position. And all of a sudden, Georgia State.
Oh my God! Look at that nade. He shoots the op once, twice. It gets taken down to 18 health.
Oh, he's not gonna be able to get out of here. Stain finds one in the meantime. Pinched between a connector player and a site player on triple. That's gonna be Tanhari finding that frag, and the op goes down. That's gonna be a free AWP for Georgia State. This game's gonna be all tied up. I mean, barring they'll win this. I shouldn't cast a curse them like that.
Yeah. Look at the scoreboard. Thank Dynasty 20 frags. The rest of the team kind of unified as well.
I mean, he was hitting some really nice shots early in the game, but it seems like after about that 6th round, the impact and the frags he was getting just declined heavily.
Oh my God. Look at this. Deagles in the window. Should work. It doesn't though, because Tanharu is a god. It's closing down. And never mind. This figure's gonna find that kill. Freeze on the A site. Op's gonna find the dome. Nope, I lied. But Mochila. Nice and clean. So it is equalized out. Holy crap. Look at the scoreboard though. Straight consecutive rounds, guys. Bouncing back and forth. Now we are in the second half, as Georgia State University have been proving a conclusive T side so far. 5 rounds in a row with Swan with 22 frags. And
yeah, they gotta find somebody to counter him.
Yeah, they need to. He just got 12K. Oh my god, I just saw that. They've got so much money on Georgia State.
And I like the fact that they're like giving UOIT a taste of their own medicine pretty hard right now in their way that they're playing.
Yep, and Dank Dynasty a little aggressive towards the cat. GSU aggressive towards Martin Zaidas. I believe that's Dank Dynasty holding off B, followed by. Oh my god. What in God's name was that shot? I don't know how to explain it. But Scrub Wrecker into the side he goes. This is another. That's gonna be Dank Dynasty. Will try to fend this off. No, oh my god, they don't clear the site. Where's the communication? Oh my god. Mochila now at a 1v2. Force the fight.
Gotta hightail it.
Yep. Oh my god. I think there's a huge like communication issue on Georgia State. Like they gotta understand, like Dank Dynasty killed somebody. Whoever died to him should have called that as well. But I guess it could be like one here, blah blah blah. But like I don't know.
The mirroring of the team, man,
yeah.
It's insane because just the previous round before that, we saw a huge miscom on UOIT when Glitz gets smoked out CT, and it just seems like nobody seems to care that the A site is all of a sudden open for business.
That's true, and now ops on both sides. As the mid control trying to be established, and oh, this figure just misses the leg. But he will find a shot, and find a second shot as well, as Mochila trying to find a trade-off as he actually hangs around in the window.
Dynasty with a pair of frags here, getting back on his form, and a third one to finish off the round. UOIT now putting themselves 2 rounds ahead, and Georgia State's money still not broken, but getting there.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little awkward. It's another shot for Georgia State.
Can somebody just win like a back-to-back? Like it's all the consecutive rounds. For how chaotic this game is, you would not expect the scoreboard to look like that.
Watch, UIT goes to 14, and then Georgia State comes to 13. Then we go, you know, match point. But playing this out, Jag able to pick up Scrub Wrecker, and ooh, cooking alive Mochila! Oh no, so late. He does save his own life, but oh, I don't think Ton knew that he kind of grazed the player. Not sure.
I don't think so. Jag heard those shots and got right out of there. Dank Dynasty finding killing their window, and UOIT back into form, and with the 13th round to boot, that may send Georgia State onto an upgraded pistol buy here. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, these rounds are going really fast, like middle. Everyone's just fighting it out. It's just a little crazy.
I mean, it's not yeah, this is like a 24 round game here, but it doesn't seem like it's even really lasted that long because of how quickly the rounds are going. Both teams playing heavily aggressive T sides, and I mean, whatever works for you, I guess.
The Cloud9 meta, I guess. Oh. Frito Bandito, a little burnt. Mochila's gonna fall as well as Dank Dynasty into the site. Ooh, doesn't get the no scope. Thought he was gonna hit it. But Op isn't gonna be in play here. Georgia State.
Tanharu need to make it work, and he's gonna find one. That's a great start here. Swan close on Cat, gonna turn away from the flash. This is gonna take him down jumping.
3 HP though. And Ton doing so much work. Oh my god, scrubbing down to just Gliss with 3 HP. And look at that. Like, why is Gliss standing there actually, in my opinion? He killed
I
somebody.
don't know. Yeah, he didn't. I think he was just kind of hoping for a wide swing, but I don't think he thought the player in market had an op. That was a really intelligent switch there from Scrubwrecker to switch to the op. I think that may have actually been the reason why he kind of stayed still.
Now, like what? Look at the scoreboard. He's gonna go GSU.
No. Why are they buying? Why are they buying?
Wait, who? Oh.
They could have saved just one pistol and had a really, really nice buy going into the next round, but instead, they're going to go for the utility. And a couple players going to be left worse for wear. GSU going to hang up towards the A site. This is going to take one down.
I mean, if Frito by Him is fighting that, it doesn't matter. Like, he is fine aggressive towards the A site. And now just Tron hard all by himself with the AK. And the scout buy has made Mr. Crackshot shut up.
Yeah, forget what I said.
Um,
It works. I mean, I don't know. To me, it seemed like they could have went for just a quick little upgraded pistol buy, and that would have been a safer move, but they went for it. Yeah,
like,
I mean,
this is, you don't reward stupidity, but like, you gotta say Georgia State, like, what the hell?
It's a death match. It's a death match.
Like, oh my god, these guys is not flashing over.
If you took all the scoreboards, all the names off, gave all these guys bot names, and you just watched like a little video of this game and how it's went, you'd think you're just watching like an NA retake server.
Actually, that's so true, because
they're just running like the people in retake servers play like that. They just play fast. They play, okay, let's practice, let's do this, and both teams just kind of having a gentleman's agreement that this is a pug.
Georgia State now on a default, trying to find some space with the op as Frito, followed Mochilla with CZs.
State now playing an off angle. This is really popular to play this off angle now. You kind of stand in the door, you get kind of tucked away just ever so slightly. Jag though.
Oh my god. So aggressive, U of IT. Mochilla trying to get this done. And he will find the trade-off. But I like what U of IT's doing. But I think that I don't know why Jag just peeked that.
This is the first slow round in the game that we've seen, and I think this is because this is the round that matters the most.
Yes, indeed. Bomb on the back of Scrubwrecker. In for a surprise, though. Once Dank gets that shot off, he's going to drop like a sack of potatoes onto the B site.
He's going to slow peek him, too.
Oh my god. Free kill, essentially, but we'll find a trade-off. An A fake not going to be happening as the bomb has been spotted. Now Stain finding trades actually some damage onto Ton. Now 1v2. I'm going to turn off the X-ray, stick it to Ton, because this round is so huge for GSU to stick alive.
He's going to find one.
Oh my god.
No. I was rooting for him.
Yeah, same here.
Let's remember. This guy was 1-7 to start this game, and now leading way for his team. So.
Oh my god, you're right.
A little bit.
You are right. 1-7 now, 21.
You gotta bounce. Yeah, bounce right back though, right? Like, you never really talk about how bad he did at the start of the game. If you look at the scoreboard at the end, I mean, is how you put it behind you. You mentioned it earlier. It's a game, and it's a game that's in your head, and obviously he's able to kind of turn it around here, but unfortunately not going to be enough. Town Haru being left alive in a couple of these really late round situations, and just not having enough juice in the tank to take down all of these UOIT players.
Yeah, because they're just running out, guns out blazing, and they're attacking CTs. They're straight up just fighting. And honestly, it does work, but it's so annoying to deal with. Oh my god. And it's a mix of GSU just not smoking or properly executing. Look at this. Look at these guys just straight up fight the ramp. My god. That is how it ends. 5 players up. 4 players in the scopes of the A site. Just straight up choke holding T ramp. And like what more can we say?
I don't know. There's just this, you can't even really break that one down. just because of how broken down it was. Like it was broken Counter Strike all the way across the board, and it was just straight chaos. At first, UOT was kind of initiating it, and then it seemed like after a little bit, Georgia Southern was, or not Georgia Southern, for Georgia State was all of a sudden like, okay, we could do this too. You guys want to try? You guys want to do this? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. Like I said,
I,
gentleman's agreement. They both played a very similar T
I
side, and they
think if
both played a CT
GSU
side.
just like fucking oh sorry oh my goodness
Oh,
I'm sorry I'm so heated into this game. Sorry guys, I know family show. Hey, you guys swear on quad anyways. Relax. If GSU just stop just
yeah,
hit the brakes, I'm serious.
yeah.
I'm so heated right now. If they just stop the brakes after that lead or getting equalized, they could have punished the aggressive play.
Oh, I know what it would
My
look like. Like
God.
if this was St. Clair in UOIT's shoes, I can see like the guys in St. Clair being like, "Wow, good game, guys!" At the end, and you just sitting there shaking your head.
Yeah, like, dude, I'm actually so pissed off that GSU didn't read what was going on. Like, if the
Yeah,
CTs are going aggressive, punish it, but don't have an op by himself on top mid by
yeah.
himself.
That was
You
just
know, like
again like
these are some of
those
the.
slight miscommunications
My
and little
God,
timing errors from both sides. It looked like there was a player flanking up. That was Mokilla there. I think he was trying to get into position. It was just a little bit chaos at the start of the round, which is kind of awkward if you think about it, because that was, I believe that was around right after they took attack. So if any, everybody should probably know where they're going.
like, okay, I gotta give it to Georgia State for fighting back, but like, you just don't do this in CS. Like, if Ontario
Yeah.
Tech are being aggressive and doing silly pug plays, like you can easily punish it with some chemistry and some textbook holds. Like, oh god, it's Mirage too. I just hate seeing stuff like this because you see the plays from Ontario Tech and you want to be like, okay, yes, he made a huge play, but yes, it was dumb. You know what I mean? It's like you can't reward stupidity, but it works out because Georgia State doesn't capitalize. And I have one of those players on like on in the sense of Ontario Tech's play style. I have a player like that on my team, and he gets frags out the wazoo. But when it works, yeah. But when it doesn't
I know
work, it's a
exactly what you're
stupid.
talking about too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things like you cannot reward stupidity. I tell him, okay, yeah, you got a 3K, but come on, don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, as an IGL, it's I know that feeling all too well. I've had like played with obviously a lot of different people through over the years here, and I can remember several of them that like they either just seem to think that because it worked, it's a good play, and I mean, Counter Strike sometimes just works out for you, and that's all that there is to it. But if you can't sit back and take it to, like, imagine if the pace got changed, like if it went slow, one team decided to go really slow and that threw off another team and they were able to tactically outdo them, like, are you able to adapt? Or
It's like one of
it's,
those things
yeah,
that we like to see as commentators as well,
yeah,
right? Like the change of pace and a change of play style. Like, okay, Georgia
yeah, they
State's like, you know what, we're gonna turn on the fire as well, fight them. Okay, win 6 rounds, and now like, okay, this pause happens, and now it's awkward. And we not even like going towards the beginning of the first half, right?
yeah,
It's awkward. CS like it's so awkward that we saw two people running with their knives out, no pistols. They both die. The bomb is in possession, and you see this player get chased through Molly, and and falling back. Like even the pistol, we should have known. The pistol started out a little awkward. The first round pistol, with two players going down for free, right?
yeah.
And
I mean,
but how
tough.
can you forecast such a game that just like, oh, it was actually very nice to watch. It was
Yeah,
frag heavy, right?
I mean, yeah, Dank Nasty was like dominant, or Dank
Yeah.
Dynasty was like dominating the early game, and then we saw several other heroes kind of step up. Swan took the reins for a while there. Then, like I said, Tanaharu kind of brought things back for his side, and it's just very, very interesting all the way through.
Yep, and MVP of the match. Let's just go for one. Now it's
Uh,
hard to say, but eh, I'd say Dank.
yeah, I mean, yeah, probably Dank Dynasty if anybody. Doing so well. They're getting very like a lot of really important impact frags. Towards the middle of the game, he kind of quieted down a little bit, but then at the end of the game, he got it back. He was hitting really nice tap shots, and when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. And tonight, he was definitely on his game.
Yeah, and Georgia State they take this L, but Ontario Tech now. Um, I guess both teams are in kind of that hot water. I'm not too sure who Ontario Tech has to play next after this, but playoffs are around the corner, guys. $30,000 up for grabs for the grand finals, of course, and both these teams probably. I mean, Georgia State for sure probably scratch their head. Ontario Tech probably. I mean, other schools probably watching this right now. They're gonna be like, okay, why do these two teams play like this? But Ontario Tech, for the future reference, do they keep doing this play style fast and aggressive on the T side, very full of confidence, right? It's a good, unless it gets shut down, which we did see in the first half, but they continued that aggression on the CT side, and I guess they could actually have that card up their hand, like in their sleeve, like, oh, we're just gonna play passive, and I guess, but I don't know. This is one of those things that is really a tough call if you're playing against
Yeah,
Ontario Tech, right?
it's hard. It's hard to analyze that match if you're either team. I mean, you're trying to watch demos. Like, if anybody grabs that demo trying to study up on what the other teams are going to do, like, you're going to know what they're going to do. And I bet you they're going to do it anyway. They're probably
Yeah,
going to do well.
yeah, indeed. Guys, if you like what you saw in this frag fest of a match, Georgia State versus Ontario Tech, or maybe this is my this is my philosophy. Maybe they all have late dates. You know, it's Valentine's Day. You know, maybe they just want to snuggle up in bed with their loved ones, and you know that's why they're just fragging heavy.
Yeah.
That's my consensus on that. But guys, if you like what you saw, hit that follow button. Of course, support CSL as of what it's come today, growing to 900 campuses across our titles. And of course, the biggest supporter of CSL is going to be Twitch, the greatest, not most biggest streaming platform that has come to grow CSL what it is today, from
Oh,
PAX East to
yeah.
PAX West, and many more events to come, guys. So hit that follow button. And of course, find us on Twitter at TDL True, and of course at Crackshot CS, and at C Star League or Collegiate CSGO. And also, if you find updates and articles and information on the whole scene, either CSGO or League of Legends, etc., on at cstarleague.com. And guys, my name is True Lion, followed by your boy Crackshot. We will begin CS once again on Monday. But
Ooh,
until then,
Boulder game on Monday.
yeah, Boulder
Boulder versus
game.
Toronto. That's going to be nuts.
Ooh, interesting. So look forward to that, guys, on Monday. Two strong teams, actually. But Boulder, they're definitely top 10. Toronto has been struggling. They've got a lot of individual skill. Guys, until then, catch us on Monday for that match. We'll see you later.